In this video, I'm going to talk about the differences between simple, compound, and complex sentences. Also, I've included some interesting activities in this lesson, so by the end of it, you will be able to make error-free sentences. Hi, my name is Rahil Zafar. I am an IELTS instructor and I've been training students on IELTS for the last 8 years. I've helped thousands of students get their desired band scores, and now I'm here to help you achieve your dream score. So without wasting any further time, let's get into it. So before we get to the differences, let us quickly understand what is a sentence. So a sentence is basically a group of words, including a verb, put together to make complete sense. Now, what do we mean by this phrase, put together to make complete sense? Let me give you an example. So let's say there's this sentence that I've given you, and there is a verb in it, and of course, it's like a group of words put together. But does it really make sense? Is teacher Rahil a? Now, when you say this to a person, he probably wouldn't be able to understand. But now, let us rearrange the words in this sentence. Here, have a look at it. Rahil is a teacher. Now, that makes complete sense. Now, in a lot of books, you must have read that a sentence is something that has a subject and a predicate. So, it's basically nothing but the same thing. A predicate is something that has a verb and an object. And subject, we all know, it could be you, me, I, we, they, he, she, it, Shah Rukh Khan, anyone, right? So yeah, subject plus predicate is basically a sentence. Let me also tell you one more interesting thing. You cannot make a sentence without a verb. So a verb is like a backbone of the sentence. Alright, now let us quickly understand what are the different sentence types. So there are basically 4 types of sentences. We have got simple sentences, we have got compound sentences, complex sentences, and compound complex sentences. Now we're going to understand each and every sentence in detail individually. Let's begin with simple sentences. Now what's a simple sentence? A sentence that has a subject and a verb is called a simple sentence. Here's an example. I am an actor. What's the subject over here? I. And am is the verb. Now the condition over here is that this sentence should have only one verb. Let me give you another example. He drank coffee. What's the subject over here? He. And the verb is drank. Let's take another example. My father is going to London tomorrow. So my father is the subject and going is the verb. Now I want you to pause this video over here and make 5 simple sentences and write them down in the comment section. Okay, before we move to the next type of sentence, I want you to remember this. A simple sentence is also called an independent clause. Now let's understand compound sentences. So what does this word compound mean? Now when you search the dictionary, you'll find that the synonym of this word is combine. So when you combine 2 or more simple sentences, you make a compound sentence. Now, in the previous type of sentence, I told you that a simple sentence is also called an independent clause. So we can say that a compound sentence has 2 or more independent clauses. Let's take an example. Now, I want you to have a look at these 2 sentences. I am an actor. I love Bollywood. These are 2 simple sentences. I want you to pause this video over here and think of a way to connect these 2 sentences. Alright. So I'm pretty sure you must have used a conjunction to connect these 2 sentences. Now a conjunction is also called a linking word. Now when you make a compound sentence, you use a coordinating conjunction. Now there are different ways to memorize these conjunctions. I've got a simple way and this is very unique. Here you can use this acronym called fanboys. What does it mean? Here I've written all these conjunctions for you. F stands for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, or, yet, so. That's fanboys. So when you use these coordinating conjunctions to connect 2 simple sentences, you make a compound sentence. Now here's an activity for you. I've written 2 more sentences. I want you to pause this video over here and find out a way to connect these 2 simple sentences to make a compound sentence. All right, so let's have a look at this example. I am an actor and I love Bollywood. This is a compound sentence. Let's look at another one. He drank coffee, but he was still feeling sleepy. Next example. My father is going to London tomorrow, so he is packing his bags tonight. Now, did you notice these conjunctions over here? And, but, and so. These are all coordinating conjunctions. When you connect two simple sentences together using a coordinating conjunction, you place a comma before the coordinating conjunction. Please have a look at it. I'm an actor and he drank coffee, but my father is going to London tomorrow, so. Please remember this thing. And finally, let's understand complex sentences. Now, these complex sentences are not really that complex to understand. So a complex sentence has a dependent clause and an independent clause. Now, we know that an independent clause is also called a simple sentence. But what is this dependent clause? So a dependent clause or a dependent sentence is a sentence that needs another sentence, or it depends on another sentence to complete its meaning. Let me give you an example. Now, when you say this sentence to another person, although I'm an actor, he's probably going to wait for you to complete the sentence. He's going to say, okay, so. Now, to complete this sentence, you need an independent clause. Here you go. Although I'm an actor, I don't watch a lot of movies. Now, that's a complete complex sentence. Now, I want you to think of it like this. Think of the dependent clause as the younger brother and the independent clause as the elder brother. Now, in a complex sentence, wherever these brothers go, they will always be together. Also, you remember, while making compound sentences, we use coordinating conjunctions. But here, while making complex sentence, you have to use subordinating conjunctions. Words like although, even though, because, etc. Now, I'm going to give you an activity and I want you to pause this video for the next 30 seconds and try to complete the sentences that I'm going to show you on the screen now. Here you go. All right, let's check your answers. So the first one was already done for you. Let's move on to the second one. Even though he drank coffee, he was still feeling sleepy. Third one. My father is going to London tomorrow because he has a business meeting. And the last one. Let me know if you need any help. So these are complex sentences. Now, a lot of people ask me this question. So where should we put a comma in a complex sentence? Now, you're supposed to use a comma after the dependent clause. But if you look at sentence number 3 and sentence number 4, there's no comma. Can you guess the reason why? Right, because the dependent clause comes after the dependent clause. Let's do one more activity. I want you to find out who's the elder brother and the younger brother in these 4 sentences. Let's go. Let's first highlight the dependent clauses. That means the younger brother. Here, although I'm an actor, in this we have even though he drank coffee, and because he has a business meeting, and if you need any help. Now, these are basically incomplete sentences. That's why they're called dependent clauses. Let's look at the elder brother here. So, I didn't watch a lot of movies. That's a complete sentence. That means it is an independent clause. He was still feeling sleepy. Again, that's a complete sentence. My father is going to London tomorrow. That's again a complete sentence. Let me know. Now, you must be thinking that the subject is not given over here. In these types of sentences, the subject is hidden. I'm telling it to you. You let me know. And it's there in the next part of the sentence as well. Let me know if you need any help. So these kind of sentences are called imperative sentences. Alright, so these are complex sentence structures. I hope you have understood this. Now what I want you to do is make sure after watching this video, you try to make at least 10 complex, 10 compound and some simple sentences. Now before we end this video, I also want you to understand what are compound complex sentences. Compound complex sentence, the name itself has it in it. There should be a compound sentence and there should be a complex sentence. So a combination of a compound and a complex sentence is what? A compound complex sentence. Alright, let's make it simpler for you. So a compound complex sentence has more than one dependent clause and it has one or more independent clauses. Now I want you to write some compound complex sentences in the comment section, and I will personally check them and tell you if these are correct or incorrect. Alright, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Let me know in the comment section. It will definitely motivate me to give you some more tips and strategies on these types of lessons. I'm going to see you in the next video lesson. And before we end this video, I want you to hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I upload a new video. Till then, keep smiling and keep learning. Bye-bye.